Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the horniest of them all? Enjoy your ex. Okay, yes. I just wanted to make sure I remembered that. So
Because you mentioned that yesterday, I clipped that one for you. It's in
it's
there.
so excited. I can't help it. It's just the way she looked in that mirror and was like,
Just like you're staring at my ass. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and as always, joined by my lovely co-host, Aaron.
hello, everyone.
Today, we're taking a trip back to Titans for our Gone Too Soon segment, and today we're covering episodes 5 through 8.
I was doing the math and I was like, oh, I mean, it's not hard, but I was like, oh, wait, this show's not that old. But then I went, wait, it came out in 2000.
It's 21
That
years
means
old.
it's 21. I'm like, there's no, like watching it, I could
A
not.
baby born when the show came out can drink now.
I know. That's why I was like, oh my God, it blows my mind that show's been off the air that long.
I know.
When I was watching it, I don't feel like it was, and I got sucked into it. The more episodes we watch, the more I'm enjoying it.
We've watched so much, and I don't remember half the things we talk about. Did you say you watched it at all when it was on?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't even know about it.
I couldn't remember if you said you saw
I
it.
didn't even know what it was.
Oh my God.
I was only like 12. Granted, I was watching Melrose Place, so I could have watched that. So
I was 15. So you were 13. You were teen.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to, age me down.
I know.
Yours me, but the other
But
way.
while doing that, you aged me up, so nice try. But so I felt like these episodes were a lot more exciting.
They were like, I can slowly feel them, which is why it breaks my heart more. Finding their groove
Mm-hmm.
and finding what they know works for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I only got 5 episodes left. Don't get too invested.
And I can't remember what happens in the next 5 episodes.
I can't either. Well, I haven't seen any of them, so.
So Richard died from a heart attack from sex.
I know. And what a way to go.
And it was like the worst kept secret. They like promoted the episode for his death.
They did. It was like, find out the explosive way he died. I was just like, oh, so it's not just from sex and that. And then they're like, it's sex. I'm like, that's not explosive. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, depending on how the sex was.
You're gonna tell Dad the truth now? But for once in your life, Chandler, don't be an idiot!
Richard?
Chandler, don't!
It's my husband. I think he's had a heart attack. Please send an ambulance now.
Dad.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Yeah, it's something I've noticed in the previews that they have tagged onto the end of the episodes is they kind of give away the best parts in the preview.
They do give away a lot.
They were like, please watch. Yeah. We have to show them the best.
And it makes me watch because I'm like, ooh, I need to keep watching.
Yeah.
But Uncle Jack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. He like the first episode, he seems that first episode he was in, episode 2, he was like kind of nice and just like really that uncle that seems like might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
He's an ass now. He's like, this company, or like he's ready for vengeance or something.
Do you think they always plan to bring him on? Because I feel like the second episode, it was just very random. Like he's a name soap actor, Jack Wagner.
I feel like it had to be planned.
Yeah. But also Perry King, I feel like, is a name. So it's like you just killed off one. But maybe Perry King was too expensive, and the ratings weren't high enough to pay him.
They're like, no, we need something dramatic. Let's kill the name of our show. So, I did think it was. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think it's interesting how much it showed his first wife really loved him, which kind of makes me wonder what truly led to their divorce.
I know they like. I don't know. I don't want to say they made up because they weren't fighting, but they had a moment where I guess they just like kind of forgave each other for whatever went wrong, and then he died.
Yeah, because she was very mad for that to be her ex-husband. Most people, when they talk about their exes, it's not, oh, they're gone. It's, I'm glad, or something, like they're happy.
I know she was like, I mean, it is the father of her children,
True.
and we know that what's his name? Casper's character.
Oh, Chandler.
We know he's adopted. I forgot that tidbit.
I wonder, because I'd read that they were working on bringing on like Donna Mills. I wonder if she would have been Chandler's mother.
Ooh.
Now I'm just plotting in my head, creating storylines.
I could see Joan, and you said Joan Collins, right? At one point, I could see Joan Collins playing Heather's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But then they'd have to explain why she's British. Or maybe they just wouldn't address it.
I mean, well, in Dynasty, she gave her up for adoption. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first child she kind of just gave up.
Yeah. I like that the rivalry between Gwen, I wanted to call her Pam.
I see Pam when I watch her. I do.
Between Gwen and Heather kind of amped up. And I like that they have these like bitchy scenes where they just kind of like are passive aggressive with each other and like.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for them to go full on, just like cat fight. I mean, I know it's probably bad to be wishing for something like that, but I love a good cat fight.
Where's my son?
I have not seen him, and, well, frankly, I'm getting worried.
Are you really?
Glenn, I'd like a chance to try and explain.
You have until the elevator arrives.
There's nothing between me and Chandler, not anymore. We had in Hawaii, it's over. I want to be left alone. I want a chance to bring Richard's baby into this world and get on with my life as best as I can.
If I lose my son over this, I'll have no other choice than to blame you. And blame you I will, Heather.
I also love the hatred between Heather and Peter.
I really think he only hates her because he knows he can't have her.
I can't remember if it happens, but I just know it in my soul that if it had continued, that they were going to have hate sex at some point.
Oh, at some point they would have had it. I can't imagine them not having, because even Samantha came around to Peter eventually. I mean, if he can get a girl like Samantha, I'm sure Heather's not too far to stretch.
$1 million. Made out to Heather Williams. All you have to do is leave town quickly, silently, without a trace. She cometh from nothing, she returneth to nothing. All right. I'll just put it here under this lovely Tiffany clock where it shall remain until you think it over. In my opinion, the more you think about it, the more you realize you just don't have a choice. Okay, that's all for now. Nighty-night, stepmama. Sleep tight.
And 2 out of the 4 episodes we watched, Heather threw something at him that like.
I know. I was like, doesn't have a very good arm but I mean,
like,
all right. Far, but she misses them.
I was like, all right, this is gonna be like a weekly thing. She throws something at the wall or at him.
Okay. I don't know how far we're jumping on. I don't know our schedule here. We're always off the wall. When Heather's like, will you help me with my bags? And she's like, she says something like, help yourself or something. Pretty much just talks down to her. Heather's like, Then she comes back and she's like, Oh, you're fired. Even though Heather is like supposed to be the villain, I still was like, get her. Because I'm still
Oh yeah, she's definitely the villain. I feel like she has no redeeming qualities.
I don't know why. I'm liking her more and more though. I don't know why.
I enjoy her bitchiness, but I don't hate her. I don't want to say that I love to hate her. I do like her. I don't know. She's just a villain in my eyes.
I mean, I have a soft spot for the villains.
I feel like that's typical of an Aaron Spelling show of this genre. I feel like his characters on like Melrose Place, they kind of their personalities change to fit the plot.
Yeah.
They're not layered and like consistent
I
the
do
way
think,
other shows are.
had it continued, we probably would have found out why Heather was the way she is. I'm pretty sure there were some mama issues and some daddy issues.
Maybe because we did find out why Amanda was the way she was. We met her parents on Melrose Place, and we did find out why Valerie was the way she was on 90210. So maybe.
But now we'll never know because the show's been off the air for 20 years. NBC, once again, NBC like they're trying to make me salty forever.
In this day and age, anything could come back. Anything. I doubt Titans will, but anything could.
In a dream world, it does, I guess. In an alternate universe where things like that happen, Titans has come back and is successful.
Maybe as a web series.
I'll take a comic book at this moment.
And it's been 21 years. I think we'd have to recast and like just start from scratch. Like the Dynasty reboot.
Characters that I'm still not truly invested in though is the Aussie guy and that little love triangle.
Oh, I don't care about Lori. I don't care about Jenny.
Yes, I think so. Anytime they're on the screen, I'm like, can we move?
I don't mind Lori, the blonde, but I'm not invested in that story at all. I don't really care that she's an alcoholic. I knew the minute Jack left her there by herself that she was going to walk out.
What world does anyone leave? So just, okay, yeah, sure. I'll let you check.
I'll leave you in the lobby of the rehab center.
Yeah, where the door is right here. There's nothing standing in the way of her leaving.
And apparently she's traded alcohol in for pills now.
Easier to carry around, I guess.
But when they went through her purse, they were like downers to put you to when you're too jittery.
Downers, something for the whole day. He's like, these are my morning meds. These are my nighttime meds.
I like when Jack died. They just jumped right into it. He had a heart attack at the end, and he was dead at the beginning of the next one.
You mean Richard?
I said Jack.
You did.
Oh, I meant Richard.
I was just oh yeah, they didn't mourn him long at all. It's like, oh, Daddy's gone. Will. Who gets
I like how Gwen just immediately like attacked Heather and was like, "You killed him."
We did all we could.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh,
You killed him.
I want to be like, I don't think they can charge her for what she killed him with. So, you killed your ex-husband? How? We don't talk about it.
She was distraught. She went to the grave by herself at night, Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably never find out, but I really do want to know what went wrong with their marriage.
We just need to, I guess, email Charles Pratt Jr. and be like, let us know. Because he created the show. I doubt he probably
he's known for plot, so he probably doesn't even know.
He'd probably be like, I don't know, get a life. No.
I would have made it up eventually.
That's why in my way I'm doing it. Donna Mills comes on as Chandler's mom, and yeah.
All right, write the reboot. You're hired.
Okay, I'm happy. Yes. Titans 2.0. I have a feeling it will probably last 13 episodes too.
Well, in this day and age, that's a Netflix series.
That's like a year's worth.
That's like 3 seasons of Netflix. But so did you have any favorite moments or lines throughout this episode?
Oh, I do. Is episode 8. I have typed this in my phone. I have screenshotted it so I don't forget it. Where Heather looks in the mirror in the I guess dining room or whatever. It's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the horniest of them all? Enjoy your eggs. Because it doesn't go together, so it's just perfect. I just love how on soaps it can be early in the morning, someone comes in their swimsuit. You're just
yeah. I was gonna say it's just her, but that could happen on any show. It's which one.
I do believe you're staring at my ass. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the horniest of them all? Enjoy your eggs.
I feel like Fallon would do something like that on the whole Dynasty.
Okay, I was like, yeah, I can see it on the old one, not on the new one.
No.
I can see Alexis doing that on the
I can see Alexis doing that on the new
one. Or Dominique.
Yeah.
Oh. So, but that was my favorite line, and I have shared it with at least 5 people at this point, and that's just
do they think you're crazy?
I'm like, I need to share this line with you from this canceled soap from 20 years ago. You're gonna love it.
Did they?
They thought it was really funny. I was like, man, the reason the show wasn't a hit was because the people who enjoyed the lines weren't even born.
We're not old enough to watch it yet.
It was wasted on that time. I think a problem is they also changed the night. I'm not a fan of someone moving during the first season, not even halfway through it, swapping nights.
I did notice that in the previews or at the end of the last episode. It
went from Wednesday to Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Mondays used to be kind of like that night where it was kind of like a Friday, I think, when shows went to Monday.
Melrose was on Mondays. That's why they did the whole Mondays are a bitch thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, at some point, football's on, so that's like a hard competition.
Oh, that is hard competition. I forget about sports. There's a game on it's like tennis and days. I'm like, why is tennis on? Or why is golf on? Don't they have whole channels for that? Yes. I don't have a whole soap channel anymore. So get to your channel.
I feel like they really amped up the melodrama and like the over the top scenes, like with the throwing things and
that's what I live for.
Yeah.
You know me.
And I like that, but I feel like a show can't sustain on that. And I think that's what happened with Melrose Place. Like it was like, oh my God, it's so good, it's so over the top, it's so campy. And then the last couple of seasons, it was just like, all right.
They finally got to that point where it's like, all right, no character development whatsoever.
And I just feel like this show, they were just like, we're just gonna jump right into it. Like we said this before, they didn't really earn the crazy yet. But they're just like trying so hard to survive. They're like, we're just gonna do anything.
Like I always say, One Tree Hill had its crazy moments, but they earned that crazy to where we allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to earn the crazy.
So we have 5 more episodes, and
I'm actually disappointed. At first, I was kind of those first 4 episodes. I was like, it's good, but I had to make myself watch the 5th one, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked. I want more. I need more.
5 more, and then we have to say goodbye again.
Until
for 21 years.
Until the Titans 2.0 reboot starts in fan fiction format. Everyone's gonna be like, this is based on something? What, really? Yeah, show canceled 20 years ago.
What was I going to say? So she's really like doubling down on trying to seduce Chandler.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why. He is very, 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 very attractive.
And he's falling for it. I mean, up until
Yeah, when she kissed that doctor and he got all like, she was like, my stepson's looking at us, looking at us. And I was like, oh, he is angry, isn't he?
And she's like, and I'm pregnant. Goodbye.
I love what like. It's all, I know it's wrong, but it's so wrong it's right. It's very Monday Night Movie.
Do you recognize him from anywhere, the doctor?
General Hospital 90210.
That's what I know him from.
Okay. And he was on Supernatural.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, season 7.
I feel like I've seen him as
he's in a lot.
His name is Patrick Stewart. I feel like I've seen him pop up in a bunch of shows as a guest star.
He's been in a lot.
I was like, oh my god, he's on General Hospital, and then I was like, he's also Naomi's father on 90210. And those, like you said, that's the only two things I could think of off the top of my head. But
what I was curious about, and I really want to know what you think, because they have this lie that it's Richard's baby. Why?
I know at this point everybody know. Well,
why does it matter? They know Chandler and Heather hooked up. Why does it matter if? I mean, because the baby's not getting. It's not like he or she is getting anything. He wasn't in the will. I mean, she's in the will as it is. So why does it matter that baby is?
Oh, I was going to say maybe because if the baby is perceived to be Richard's, then she could stay in the house and get money.
Okay.
If it's Chandler's, then they have a reason to kick her out.
But I thought she within the will got part of the house and everything.
Maybe there's a loophole or like a stipulation that if she's unfaithful,
I didn't think
she gets nothing.
She didn't sign a prenup though.
I don't know. They'll make something up. It's a soap opera.
I'm saying
maybe we'll never know. Maybe it'll never come. Well, now it doesn't matter because
we're talking like this.
Okay, so going back to her whole lying to seduce Chandler, she actually rented a hotel room to make him think she was with the doctor, so that he would get so crazy and break the door down, just for her to be like, "Oh no, I'm by myself."
And the way she does it too is just like her she's amazing in the show.
Okay, I've been looking at her face very closely because I know I had mentioned that Yasmin was going through some personal stuff back then. She was high on cocaine a lot.
I didn't know that.
And I feel like I do notice. I don't know. I just feel like she can't keep her eyes open sometimes and see. So cocaine should have the opposite effect.
So she's the Jackie Taylor of Titans.
Which also could be maybe a behind the scenes reason of why it got canceled. Maybe they just couldn't do it. I heard rumors she was showing up late, couldn't remember her lines. There was a lot of behind the scenes drama.
Oh, darn you, Yasmin.
I mean, I'm sure the ratings didn't help. Like, I'm sure it was just like a plethora of different reasons.
Yeah.
And I think that December of 2000, she got arrested.
Back then, though, all press was good to celebrities, right? Like there was no bad press.
I don't know.
Maybe there was. I don't know.
But anyway, back to the show. I don't want to talk about the actors and personal lives anymore.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
There's our 90s like little special. Drugs bad.
We should find the commercial with the egg.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
So she goes to seduce him again, and he's just so angry that she lied to him. Like she hasn't been lying to him their whole relationship.
I know, it's just like Brady with Kristen. Like you're shocked lying to you at this point. You're shocked, really? Okay. All right.
I guess he's the horniest of them all.
Why don't you mind your own business, Peter?
That's exactly what I am doing, minding the business so that you have nothing to do with it.
You seem to forget that I'm carrying Richard's baby.
Heather, you might want to check your nursery rhymes because there's a big difference between the golden egg and the goose that laid it. And truth is, if you want real power in this family, you have to marry a Williams. And personally, I'm not interested in black widows. And Jack, well, he's too smart to be manipulated by a rank amateur. But Chandler, well, you've got his jockeys in a ringer now, don't you? Better move quickly, though. Once that little gauche in your belly starts growing, no more midnight laps in a bikini. It just won't have the same impact.
Hell out of my room, Peter.
One more nursery rhyme. Goes like this. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Don't run out of time, Mommy.
Bastard.
I love how they made a fairy tale so dirty. The way she said it just made it sound like, oh.
Didn't Peter also whisper like a fairy tale or like a riddle in her ear?
Was it like Hickory Dickory Dock or something? Yeah.
But so he gets so angry and he walks out on her and he drives away. And did you hear what she said? She was like, "Nobody walks away from me." And of course, dun dun dun.
Night in Hawaii where we made love on the beach. Come on, Chandler, don't fight it anymore.
There's no doctor. No affair. Just more lies.
There's nothing standing in our way now. We're finally free.
Do you look how warped you've become?
Maybe we both are.
No. You're exactly what everyone says you are. A scheming opportunist. And for way too long, you've been my one weakness. You're not my weakness anymore.
Get back here. Damn you, Chandler, where are you going? Chandler, get back here! Nobody walks away from me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, you bastard? Do you hear me? Chandler. Chandler. Help me.
She falls down the stairs, and
Of course, I mean,
one could assume she loses the baby.
I have a feeling she doesn't, but
That would be a twist, but
I was going to say, because if we remember One Tree Hill, Haley got hit by a car
oh yeah,
and her baby was fine.
she got some height on that one too.
It was like she was as a bouncy house or something. Like she went crying or she went, because I remember going, "Oh my God, she lost the baby!" Like, there's no way she didn't lose the baby.
Yeah.
No, she had it. But yeah, so there's that typical soap falling down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I love a dramatic falling down the stairs, though. The way they film it and they slow it down is just how dramatic it is.
And then the rolling back and
Yes.
forth on the floor.
And then it's like, and then she's still calling out, Chandler, Chandler. Girl, you heard the car speed off. He's not coming back.
So yeah, I guess I would assume she loses it because she's just laying there, and I would assume it would take a few hours before somebody found her just laying there.
I'm assuming she lost it, but I have a feeling she has a pillow baby. No, I'm just kidding. So she could fake it for a
That's
bit.
interesting. I have seen this and I don't remember it, so I'm just like that could be
We're
an
getting me,
option.
we're getting me so excited. We're going to have to write fan fiction because now I want to know what it can end. Maybe we could bring all those actors back. Be like, here, we're going to do an audio drama, and there may be only 2 viewers, but at least you will fulfill your mission on this earth by making 2.
You will wrap up the story. But all right, I guess that's all I have to say about these 4 episodes.
Well, I got a few more comments, which
go ahead.
I don't know why they're trying to put Peter and Samantha together. To me, they don't work.
Maybe it's the whole he's a bad guy, but he wants to be a better man because she's so good. Her love will change him or something. Or vice
I would
versa.
kind of like to see more of the Heather, Samantha, Chandler, because it looked like that could have been fun, like triangle wise, because Heather's not going to let anyone get her man. But it's weird too how Samantha has been such a part of their family for so long. They're like, your family. Here, you get Dad's pen because you're family. I'm like, you're trying to get with your family then, because
it's a soap.
I know, but I just like to point it out.
Siblings marry cousins that aren't blood related on daytime television.
That's true. Oh, and then the teenager got his little girlfriend, and she thinks she's all sweet and everything, but then she,
he was being a little pervy, wasn't he? Like,
yeah, very. He had a telescope looking at her,
and she saw him.
I was gonna say she caught him, and then it's like tables turned, and she's trying to get him to do things, and he's like, we can't do that. I was like, okay, interesting take.
That's what I mean, like that. And then when he first came, he was a little bit edgy. He was kind of doing his own thing, and I just feel like now it changed for the plot.
Yeah,
all of a sudden he's a good boy. It could be argued that he's trying to do right by his aunt because she's been nice to him.
I mean, she's the nicest. Like, if I was her nephew, I feel like if I'd done anything wrong, it would destroy me because I destroyed her. And she's so nice and sweet. But I guess that's just Victoria principle.
I love her. She's so good.
She seems so sweet and innocent and Pam Ewing. I wonder how much of that is.
But she's no pushover.
No, Pam Ewing was never a pushover.
When Peter showed her that video of Heather and Chandler, she walked right across the street.
Hello, Edward. I'm here to see Heather.
Mrs. Williams has retired for the evening.
Well, please unretire her. It's important.
Gwen? This is a surprise. What brings you calling in the middle of the night?
Would you excuse us, Edward?
Of course, madam.
I'm not going to play around with you, Heather. I know what you did. You slept with Chandler, then with Richard. You lied about it and married him anyway, and then you destroyed, well, just about everyone's life.
I didn't know about it, Gwen. I didn't know about it, all right? Chandler and I kept the secret to protect Richard.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
You told Richard the night he died. That's what killed him.
No, I didn't do that. I would never do that.
Peter found out and was going to come forward, so you told Richard instead.
Gwen, you're being irrational.
I've never been more rational in my entire life. I'm going to completely destroy you, Heather. I'm going to make you sorry for everything you ever did.
I don't think so. Actually, I'm almost certain that you're not going to do anything to me at all. Because if anything happens to me, the same thing will happen to Richard's child.
Chandler?
Actually, I hadn't thought of a name yet. That's right, Gwen. I'm pregnant with Richard's child.
I love and I say this a lot. I know I love everything, it seems. I'm all about love. When she's that dramatic kind of like slow kind of
I love that it's right across the street. You just walk right across the street.
But as I'm watching it, I can tell I'm older because I'm like, you didn't look both ways. It's like, well, I was waiting for a car to hit her.
Oh.
Oh, are we going to throw it? Is a car about to hit her because she's not looking both ways? Because that happens in soaps a lot.
That could have happened, like just as she's about to like confront her about the secret, she gets put in a coma for a few episodes.
Because it's almost like
and then she wakes up and has amnesia.
when someone's driving or something and they're not paying attention, but they flash to the light on the screen. You're like, oh, someone's about to have a wreck. What's going to happen?
Whenever a woman doesn't feel well on a show, I'm like, she's pregnant. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right.
You ain't wrong. As soon as someone has an affair on a soap, I'm like, we're about to have a baby switch storyline or paternity test. I feel like they're kind of overdone. So like,
when they sleep with 2 different people in a short time frame, you're like, we're gonna have a who's the daddy.
Yep. That's why I kind of like the way Days did it when Gwen got pregnant. Like they really kind of changed that up. There wasn't a who the daddy
I missed
was.
her pregnancy. When I started watching again, she had already lost the baby.
Yeah.
She lied though. It wasn't Chad's.
No, she said it was Chad. She was very like everyone knew it was Chad's.
Oh.
She lied that Abby
pushed her.
that she lost the baby too, or why she lost the baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Because Nicole did the same thing.
Yeah.
To Jennifer.
Which character hasn't? No, I'm just
That's as an old soap joke also.
But that's why we love soaps.
But all right, guys. Hopefully you'll tune in and we'll wrap this show up in a few weeks and we'll move on to another soap. A lot of people have been requesting Savannah.
Ooh.
So I think that's going to be our next Gone Too Soon once we wrap up Titans.
I do declare. I don't know. I'm trying to be so. I don't think I can wear my hat.
Are you going to wear your cowboy hat when we talk about
I
Savannah?
don't know because it's Georgia. Are they really? I mean, I know they're in the South, but I don't feel like they're the cowboy hat kind of.
Oh.
No, who cares? Anytime there's a Southern show, we're going to wear the hat.
All right. Sounds like a plan. I'll have to get me a hat.
You should. And then we'll put on our cowboy drag.
All right, guys. Check us out every Monday and throughout the week for bonus episodes and sometimes an extra episode. I know bonus means extra, but sometimes we release, because we're excited, other episodes.
we can't contain the excitement. We're like, we got to release it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.